officer in this case is Officer Burke. I'm going to listen to him a few minutes, then I'm going to listen to you, then I'm going to decide what we're going to do about your bond situation. Officer Burke, is anything you'd like to bring to my attention?
Your Honor, I just, when considering a bond determination, I would just like you to consider the substantial amount of resources and time and effort between the Anderson Fire Department, Anderson Police Department, State Law Enforcement Division, Anderson County Fire Investigators. The defendant caused significant damage, property damage. I would just ask that you take that into consideration when making your bond determination.
All right, so just for the record, I think you've got Chief Stewart with you.
I do, Your Honor.
And you also have, who's the other gentleman with you?
Chief Charlie King, the fire department.
Yes, sir. Thank you all for being here. I'm Mr. Burke. How old are you, sir?
How old am I, Your Honor?
I'm sorry. I meant Mr. Fleming. I'm sorry. Mr. Fleming, how old are you?
20.
All right. I've got an address for you. Let's see what I've got. Number 4 Hammond Street in Honeypath.
I don't live there anymore.
What address do you use now?
I don't use any address. I'm homeless.
Is there any particular place you get your mail?
No.
You have any family in Anderson?
Yeah.
Who is that?
My Aunt Sharon?
All right. Anyone else?
No.
Are you presently employed?
No.
Are you on any type of, do you receive any type of disability payment?
I do.
Is that from Social Security?
Yes, sir.
All right, so give me just a minute to do your paperwork here.
Your Honor, may I interject just a moment as well? Just to add to it, with Mr. Fleming's circumstances of being indigent, he does pose a risk just being out in the public. There is the risk of him setting more fires. Just in consideration, the past 3 days, he has set 3 fires alone. So if you would just take that into consideration as well. Thank you, sir.
All right, Mr. Fleming, give me just a minute to look at your paperwork. First of all, I need to tell you what you're charged with. You are charged with arson 2nd degree. This alleges that on July 18th of this year, you set fire to room 128 at the Thunderbird Motor Lodge at 110 East Sharp Street in Anderson. That warrant ends at number 943, 944. You allegedly set forth to fire at Thunderbird Motor Lodge, room 245, and also on July 20th, set fire to a trash pile behind John Roberts Insurance Agency. That's warrant number 945. You also have a loitering charge with the city, which I'll take care of separately. Before I go any further with this, officer, either one of the chiefs like to speak. You gentlemen like to address the court?
Good morning, Judge. The only thing I would just echo what Corporal Burke has already said too. Gentleman has no fixed address, do risk of flight, and we might not be able to locate him for trial. And just the danger, his reckless disregard. The Calhoun condos are right there in front of the Thunderbird, and if that fire had got out of control, we could have had multiple fatalities. I understand that he had an anger or some type of issue and was frustrated, but this could have led to multiple deaths. And I'll let Chief King finish as well.
Chief Stewart. Yes, sir, Chief King.
Good morning, thank you. Just to reiterate what Chief Stewart said, again, the fire set on the morning of the 18th was done so with knowledge that there were 2 individuals that remained inside of the building at the time of the fire. This building is directly connected to a gymnasium behind it that had more than 20 people inside of it at the time of the fire. And again, the Calhoun high-rises along with it as well. Fire department, EMS, and police resources totaling nearly 30 people stayed committed on scene for multiple hours that caused risk to them in battling the fire, as well as they remained unavailable to serve the citizens of Anderson should there have been another incident. And again, the same scenario repeated itself yesterday morning, and again 2 hours later, John Roberts Insurance. So again, at absolutely minimum is just a waste of taxpayer dollars, and the highest stake would have been that other folks had a need for public safety resources that were taken out of play for multiple incidents this week.
Yeah, I'm familiar with these locations that you mentioned. All right, anything you want to tell me, Mr. Fleming? Now, I'm not concerned about whether you're guilty or not. I'm just concerned about the issue of bond.
Yeah. Yesterday I came out fully honest, letting the investigator know that, yeah, I'm the one who set the fire. And I do believe that, because of my anger, I did almost get some people killed, but I do think that I should get a second chance. I don't think I should be put away for life because of this.
Well, I'm not sentencing you for a crime. I'm just dealing with your bond issue. The loitering case will go to city court. I'll talk about that in a minute. The arson cases will go, I think, to General Sessions Court. So that's a separate proceeding. Anything else you want to tell me about your bond situation?
No, sir.
All right, sir. Give me just a few minutes to sign off on your paperwork.
Yes, sir.
On your General Sessions charges, you do have the right to a preliminary hearing. I'm putting a notice like that in your paperwork so you can sign up for it on your own if you want to.
Yes, sir.
Your court date for your General Sessions charges is September the 1st at 9:30 a.m., third floor courtroom number 1 at the new Anderson County Courthouse.
That's the big one, right?
Yes, sir. That is not the one that has the clock on it. It's the one across the street.
Okay.
I'm putting on your forms, Mr. Fleming, whether or not you want to be screened for the public defender. Do you want to be screened for that?
Yes, sir.
Me checking the form doesn't automatically get you the public defender, but as I mentioned, if you're out on bond, you go by their office. If you remain in jail, somebody will contact you.
Yes, sir.
All right, I want to talk to you 1 minute about your city court charge for loitering. You have a ticket that ends in number 873 that alleges that on July 20th, which was yesterday, you were loitering at the intersection of West Market Street and South Tower Street. You have a court date on your city court charge, September the 14th at 10 o'clock at City Court in Anderson. That's a different place and a different court date than your arson court date. Okay, Mr. Fleming, on your arson, second degree charge, you've got 2 of those. I'm gonna give you a surety bond on those of $25,000 each. On your arson third degree charge, I'm gonna give you a surety bond of $5,000. You have a surety bond on those charges of $55,000 total.
Yes, sir.
On your loitering charge, I'm gonna let you sign your own bond on that. That's the only city court level charge that you've got.
Yes, sir.
In the event you think your bond is too high, you've got the right to get a lawyer, you've got the right to have a circuit judge reconsider the amount of the bond.
Yes, sir.
Anything else, officer?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Fleming?
Now, sign my own bond, what exactly does that mean?
That means you gotta get somebody to post $55,000 for you to get out.
Out of jail?
Yes, sir. I'm concerned about you being a danger to the community, I'm concerned about you being a flight risk, and so that's why your bond is set in that amount. All right, thank you very much, officer. You can take him back now. Thank you for coming, officer, chief.
You say that.
Yeah.